Now let's get into our deep dive. President Trump is en route to Asia for high-stakes trade talks. Air Force One will land in Malaysia for the Association of Southeast Asian Nations Summit, where the Thailand-Cambodia peace deal will be signed. Trump will also take part in key meetings with leaders from China, Japan, India, Australia, Russia, and South Korea. ABC News senior White House correspondent Selena Wang is in Kuala Lumpur with the latest. Selena, what's at stake during this trip?
Well, this is a very high-stakes meeting for the president, and it is his first trip to Asia in his second term. He's on his way currently here to Malaysia, where he'll be meeting with leadership here, including the prime minister. Then he stops in Japan and South Korea, where trade, Andrew, is going to be front and center as all of these countries are grappling with President Trump's tariffs. But the main event to watch out for here is on Thursday. That is when President Trump is expected to meet with Chinese leader Xi Jinping, and a lot is on the line here. Trump wants to strike a trade deal with China, but tensions are running high, with the president currently threatening an additional 100% tariffs on China if they don't roll back their new export controls. Just weeks ago, Beijing had said it was dramatically expanding its rare earth minerals restrictions. Now, these are critical materials to make everything from iPhones to cars. Trump officials are calling this move from Beijing extortion. And Andrew, President Trump also wants China to buy more soybeans from America. Amid the trade war, China has been buying from Argentina instead, causing pain for U.S. farmers. The other big question is, will President Trump meet with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un? President Trump says there are currently no plans to do so, but that he's open to it.
And speaking of meetings, what do we know about a possible meeting between Trump and Canada's prime minister amid growing trade tensions between those two countries?
Yeah, well, first of all, just moments ago, President Trump said he's going to be imposing an additional 10% tariffs on Canada. This comes on top of the existing tariffs on Canada, including on steel, aluminum, and cars. President Trump is still furious at the country. This comes just days after President Trump announced that he's ending all trade talks with Canada, angry over an ad from Ontario province that uses audio from former President Ronald Reagan, where he slams tariffs for causing job losses and raising prices. President Trump accusing Canada of trying to influence the Supreme Court, which soon is going to hear arguments about whether President Trump's sweeping tariffs are constitutional. Now, we've heard from the White House that President Trump is going to be meeting with the Prime Minister of Canada, Mark Carney, in Asia this week, but President Trump has said that for now, that meeting's not happening. So we'll be tracking very closely to see if that actually comes together.